got like the dynamic is this freshman is like giving it every single. Yeah, these guys are like, what the.
Dude, I was doing it at
What is
third.
he? What is he on? What's this dude on? What is he doing? Why is he having so much damn fun? He just took 4 ground balls off the chest. He just took 10 ground balls to the face.
The first one you did. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 9 of the College Baseball Experience. I'm Coach Dirt, as you know, and today I got a really funny, special, great guest today. He's out of Portville, New York. From Portville High School, pitcher, outfielder, Joey Long. Woo! Joe, how we doing today?
Doing pretty good today. Had an exam.
Nailed it.
Definitely did mediocre, as usual. No, I'm okay. I'm like a 3-2 student.
So how are you feeling about the snowfall?
First snowfall this morning.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, first snowfall this morning. Gets me hyped for snowboarding.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Hopefully stay injury-free.
Yeah, that's always good.
Yeah.
Stay injury-free.
Yep, stay injury-free.
So the first thing that we always talk about, and I think it's my favorite part of all these episodes, is the recruiting journey that each guy has taken. Mm-hmm. And the one thing I've learned through these first 8 episodes, everyone's different. And it's kind of cool to see I'm different compared to you, compared to whoever else I've had on here.
I think mine will definitely be different too. You want me to just start?
Yeah, go right into it.
So when I was a junior, COVID hit. Mm-hmm. And from my understanding is that junior year is a pretty big year for you high school guys to get recruited. I didn't have that, so mine's going to be a little bit different. All juniors or guys going into their junior year of college didn't have their junior year of baseball because of COVID. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Still landed me here, and I'm super, super grateful for that.
Me too.
Yep, absolutely, man. And so senior year hits, and we're going to get a season, we find out. And in New York, we had a lot more complications, I'd say, because they were a little more strict with their rules compared to most Pennsylvania guys, because I know you guys had a normal season. Our baseball season actually was like late spring. We also had football season in spring. New York guys did. So it was right after football season, which was a little bit different for me. Body was a little banged up. I played 3 sports in high school. We had a lot of stuff going on, including basketball, wrestling. I stopped wrestling my senior year, did basketball because wrestling wasn't looking like it was going to be in the picture for New York guys. So I picked up basketball, a lot of fun.
Pretty good at it too.
Yeah, I'm decent. Then football season, a little bit banged up. As you could probably tell, football season's kind of rough on the body. Then we went right into the spring. Started hitting really well, batted third, played center field. But I'm from a small rural community, so when you bat third, play center field, you're like, oh yeah, I'm the man, bro. And and then you keep that mindset really going in to your freshman year, and it's a good thing to have. I won't lie. You gotta have a little bit of that.
So where did who were you recruited at all, really, or?
Yeah, 100%.
So what were some schools that had the eye on the Joe Long experience?
Alfred State sent me a few emails. I looked into going. I didn't get offered, but I looked into going to Cortland, which is a SUNY school in New York. Oswego is another SUNY school that I looked at. Brockport was another SUNY school that I looked at. Good programs, but the only coach that came and like physically watched me play was Coach Foster. It's actually funny because I didn't receive any emails, any letters, anything like that regarding baseball. Coach Foster came and watched me play at least 5 or 6 times. And one of those games I threw a no-hitter, and that was in the playoffs for our section. Yeah, sectional playoffs.
That's a good first impression.
Yeah. So, and right after, it was actually right before I talked to Coach Foster and committed. So I committed right before that game. Oh. And yeah, threw a no-hitter.
Nice.
Was 1 pitch away from a perfect game.
Hit a kid? Or you walk a kid?
I walked a kid in a 3-2 count in the 7-inning games in high school. 2 outs, 7th inning. Threw an outside fastball. I thought it was paint. called the ball away.
Damn.
Next pitch was a ground out. Fielder's choice, second base. Moving on to the next game, baby. That's what it's all about.
True, especially when those
Yachts.
playoffs, the Yoffs hit.
Yeah, I didn't care if it was a fucking perfect game or no hit. I
Yeah.
just wanted to go to the championship. That's
I
all
gotcha.
wanted at that point. But yeah, so then told Coach Foster verbally, like just that day. I didn't have like a big like signing day. That's just kind of
Yeah.
how I am though. Kind of like to myself
Yeah.
when it comes to like accomplishments, accolades. So I just kind of, all right, I'm committed to Pitt Brad.
Woo.
Like I posted maybe something on my Instagram story, Coach Foster
I think
used to
Coach
make
did.
little like commitment
Yeah, I
things
think
on the
he did.
Instagram. Yeah, so I did that. Yeah,
Nice.
and then that was my start to my journey to Pitt Brad.
Nice. And
Yeah.
then you come in your freshman year. What were your expectations as a freshman?
Oh, I was like, yeah, I want to be starting pitcher, starting outfielder, and like, obviously you have high expectations.
Yeah.
Like that's if you don't, then like, what are you really going for? You gotta have goals. You set the bar high. I mean, some people succeed when they set the bar high. Some people do better when the bar's low. It's really a preference thing, and you know that. Game of baseball, preference, all preference,
yeah.
all preference.
So, as a freshman, you didn't. I don't. If I remember correctly, not
I pitched one time in Florida, and that's non-conference.
Oh, that was.
But it was varsity. It wasn't like it
Yeah.
was like a varsity game in Florida. I got 0.1 innings, non-conference, and I got
You came in and cleaned up mess up? I'm pretty sure.
but last inning.
You got like a double play or something.
Bases loaded. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. So that was my first game that I got in for varsity in Florida. I came in and threw one pitch and got a double play. So that was my 0.2 innings. And then I came in during conference against Alfred State.
Oh, that.
I think it was Alfred State my freshman year, and got 2 outs and gave up a run or two. Yeah, but
Everyone gave up a run. That
yeah. I can't. Yeah. It was Alfred State for sure because we were in Salmaker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
that
then
that was it for my freshman year. Disappointed, but I found a role.
Yeah,
my freshman
bullpen
year.
arm.
Yeah.
Good teammate. Joe Long's probably the best teammate
Yeah, man, just
I've had.
cheer on my guys. If I can't do anything with my ability on the field, you got to do everything you can off the field.
So I think you've told me this before, but I want to put this one on the internet, and I think it's a great story. What's your deal with PFPs?
Oh, PFPs?
Yeah. So,
So-
I mean, I know you were
Yeah.
you were the quieter one early, and then
Yeah,
I don't really know what happened your freshman year.
lost my mind.
Yeah, you just started losing your mind on PFPs, and this dude just brings energy out the wazoo,
bro.
which I love that. But
It
like,
was-
what? Like, go ahead.
I can tell you if I'll do a quick summary and then I'll break it down. A quick summary is am I allowed to swear, or is this like a family?
I mean, like,
Who is it?
keep it like.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
It's okay.
Don't be like,
I'll
mother
keep it-
FFF. Don't
Yeah.
like, but like, if
That's
it
not-
slips, it's all right.
It's about having fun, man.
Naturally.
Like, that was like 100% the entire goal was to just like I stopped. I mean, like, I guess what it really was is like I kind of started like seeing myself kind of like, man, like why am I dreading something that I'm doing? Like, why would I do
Yeah.
it if I dread it?
Especially baseball.
But dude, it's baseball. I don't dread it. This is the best
Exactly,
thing. This
yeah.
is the best thing in the world. Yeah, like why dread the best thing in the world? So now going into it, I was actually recruited as a utility player
Mhm.
because
Oh, I remember you.
I'm from like I
I
said,
forgot you played second.
Portville School, man. Like I'm rural. I graduated 85 to 90 kids, and 13 of them get to call themselves baseball players. You know,
Yeah.
we had more than that. We were one of the better teams that Portville had, but that's beside the point.
Remember when you
Not
played,
very many baseball players. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Remember when you played infield for like 2 weeks?
That's
Your
what I'm
freshman year.
talking about. So I came in, I was an infielder because how it works at my school, your experience and other guys
Oh.
that I've heard is different. Like you have one position, you play one sport, you play one
I had
position.
to. Yeah, I had to.
Exactly.
I
Me,
wanted to.
it was like different. It was like, so you're an athlete, like you're gonna play 3 sports. You're gonna do shortstop. You're gonna do center field when you're not pitching.
Yeah.
So when I wasn't pitching, and our shortstop would go on the mound, I would get moved to shortstop. So you develop a little bit of like, okay, yeah, I'm not like terrible because I have a little bit more experience than others.
Yeah.
So I came in as utility, and then found out very fast that I was underdeveloped in the infield defensively. My bat was never like awful, but yeah. So I had actually a decent fall fielding, and then I came back in the spring and decided I was just going to stick to outfield and pitching because it's pretty physically demanding. Doing 3 practices at once. And then I come back during the spring. I'm not doing it at first. Brett Babcock, our second baseman, goes down with injury. I think I take it upon myself. I'm thinking, so I got to help the team here. Brett's down. We need a little more depth in the infield. I'll start going to infield practice.
Yeah.
Maybe this can be my way that I work myself into a lineup. Because when you're not in the lineup, you're doing whatever you can to get there.
A role player. Yeah.
Right. So we're doing a practice on the turf at Bradford High School because the spring our field's a mess. We have a grass field in northern Pennsylvania, and it's a mess.
Hopefully not for long.
Yeah, right.
Fingers crossed.
But half the season, our field's a total mess.
So yeah,
we're on the turf, and we're doing this thing called 100 ground balls. It's where Coach Foster decides to rip fungo balls as hard as he can from about the 25-yard line to the goal line.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was struggling. You were at that practice. I took about 15 of the 20 some odd grounders that you take off the chest, off the face. I was struggling, dude, and I'm beat up. We have PFPs directly after because you have 3 separate practices. Outfield was first, infield was second, and now I'm in my PFP practice.
Yeah, you're pitching.
And I was fed up. I'm like, man, I am really not having fun playing baseball. And I'm like, this is the first time that's ever happened to me since I was 4 years old, hitting off the tee with my dad, to minor leagues, little leagues, hitting there, and then all the way up. So I'm like, I gotta change something, man. And I field my first PFP, and I throw to first, and I just yelled as loud as I possibly could, and I probably woke up the whole neighborhood. But something happened, and then everyone, not just me now. No. So now I field my second one, just
let's go.
Getting hyped, yeah. And then now and I'm a freshman, and we have 5th-year seniors on our team, right?
At that point, we had
Mulhall, Fetter, Miles.
Miles was a true senior.
Right, but we had seniors.
But yeah, we had our pitching staff that year was senior heavy. But
we got the dynamic is this freshman is giving it every single these guys are like, what the
dude, I was doing it at third.
What is he on? What's this dude on? What is he doing? Why is he having so much damn fun? He just took 4 ground balls off the chest. He took 10 ground balls to the face.
The first one you did. I'm standing
and then he makes a routine play and he's just hype.
Yeah.
But now everyone is doing the same thing. It caught on. It was like a domino effect. And we had the most fun PFP practice you could have possibly ever had. It was the best.
Oh, yeah.
And then we get into a huddle after practice, so PFPs are over. And Coach Foster, he's got a big chew in, comes right up to me. And, he comes into the circle because he addresses us in a circle. Yeah. He addresses everybody before we leave. And he goes, "This is about having fun, isn't it? It's about having fun." And I'm like, oh, God. Here it goes. I'm going to get screamed at. He thinks I'm showing him up. He punches me in the chest and says, "That's how I want to see it done every single time." He goes, "Joey, break it down." We break it down, went home. It was I was like, man, dude, there it is. That's the role.
Yeah.
That's how it has to be every single time.
Yeah.
And our PFPs, I don't know, you could probably attest to it. We've gotten a lot better, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
We field it better.
I actually have fun. I now have fun fielding PFPs with you guys.
Because we're having fun, dude.
Yeah, you're
now I'm a junior now, and I started doing that the spring of my freshman year, and it's still.
You haven't missed since.
Nope. Every single day we get hyped. We get hyped in PFPs every single day, and it's really like what I said in the beginning. To put it in a simple term, we're just having fun, bro.
Yeah.
We're just having fun playing baseball.
So the way our PFPs work for people at home is we'll set up a full infield and we'll go 3 lines of pitchers. So the one line will go to third, the one line turns the 1-6-3 double play without the throw to first, and then the ones that get over or is it a throw?
It's a throw to start. Chaos drill?
Yeah,
Talking
chaos
about
drill.
chaos?
Yeah.
Chaos drill.
All right, so it's a throw to start.
It's
It's
a throw.
you fielded,
You're fielding
then
a bunt to start. Everything in the first rotation through the 3 spots, there will line up 3 groups of pitchers, one on the mound, one to the left and right of the mound, and they're all bunts. So if you're on the left side of the mound, you're fielding a bunt down the first base line. You're getting the out at first. It's pretty much we're prioritizing getting an out of a bunt.
Yes.
If a team is willing to bunt, they're willing to give up an out, and I'm going to take that out
every single time. It's exactly what I told my 14-year-olds last year. They're like, Coach,
they're giving up a bunt, dude. They don't trust their hitter.
They
don't want him swinging. I'll take that out.
They're like, Coach, what's our bunt defenses? Pick it up and throw it first.
Take the out.
And then tell them thank you.
Yeah.
And then strike the next kid out.
Yeah.
Because that's how you ruin a bunt real quick.
Yeah. Or throw a 2-seam into his hands when he squares.
And no, I'm not against that.
If you have a 2-seam, if not, just rip a 4-seam into his ribs.
They won't bunt again.
No, or just honestly, that's all jokes. I'm just throw it down the middle, dude. Let him bunt the ball.
Just let him bunt.
He makes a good play. Hey, man. Oh yeah, I went 1 for 1. What'd you do? I bunted. Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, sure.
Sacrifice bunts are way cooler than reaching base on a bunt too. Like I don't care what anyone says.
Interesting.
If you sacrifice a bunt to get a runner from third home, like if you squeeze, that's
if you squeeze.
Yeah, if it's a squeeze, safety or suicide. Probably.
Suicide squeeze.
Yeah, maybe not politically correct, but yeah, we're baseball players.
Come on.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's the chaos. Back to the chaos. That's what we were talking about. That's where that started. I mean, we do get overs too to start. So rather than everyone being broke up, we have it's just all starts as one line, and we work on ground balls that get hit between the hole and second and first base, where the first baseman gets dragged away from the first base bag, and we have to cover it. But that's where that started. We had a lot of pitching, a lot of good pitching that season, and yeah, it was really just me losing my mind because I was getting absolutely cooked by ground balls. And I mean, I felt like I was really letting my team down. I felt like I was being a bummer. And I feel like anyone could probably realize sometimes when you have a teammate that's not doing good, they can either be a total bummer or they can try and elevate the team in other ways besides their performance, because you can't do it with your physical performance. You gotta elevate the team. That's what all that's really about.
And there's your good teammate of the day, Joe Long, your good teammate of the day. Woo!
Elevate the team, elevate the ball.
Joe Long can bring some freaking energy. I love it,
especially after like a Rain Energy.
Oh my God! Yep.
Give me a sponsor. I drink it every single day. I'll do whatever Rain Energy wants me to do. I'll get it done.
Pause. What?
Anything. Shout out.
Sponsor me too.
Shout out to Rain Energy. I just bought like 3-4 packs of the peach rings one. So
the good. What? The peach riz?
Peach rings. Like they have like a
the peach one. Peach riz. I thought it was.
Oh no, it's orange creamsicle.
Sorry. There was a peach.
Remember, I'm a 3-2, not a 4-0. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't think so good.
No, we don't think so. Is that your favorite? You won't get anything else anymore? Rain?
No, I'm very loyal to Rain.
Me too.
Very loyal. And the clean energy is great too. It depends on what you're looking for.
The what?
The clean energy.
Clean energy?
Yeah, they have like a rain storm.
Oh, those. Okay.
Yeah. My girlfriend likes those.
What's your favorite flavor?
Definitely.
Top 3. Give me your top 3.
When they have it, it goes like 100%. It's the sherbet, rainbow sherbet is number 1. And then probably white gummy bear and then the orange creamsicle. It's a toss-up between white gummy bear.
I mean, you can't really go wrong with any of those 3.
But Rain.
Have you had the blue raz?
Yeah.
I like the blue raz.
Never been big on that.
So a couple years ago, they had a pink flavor. It was called Carnival Candy.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good too. All of them are good. I don't have a problem with any of them. Those are just my top 3.
They don't make it anymore though. That's the thing. I can't find it anywhere. It's so good.
You'll find it. It's in the
Eventually.
it's in the ancient archives.
It's somewhere.
Yeah,
But
that was the whole yeah. So that's if that's what you were asking, back to the PFP story. That's where that whole thing started, and I don't know. Now I really take pride in it.
yes.
You know what I mean? And that's another thing where it comes back to, like, I came in as a freshman, like, I was the guy in high school. Everyone usually is. Then you come to college, you realize maybe not, and so after my freshman year wraps up, um, I remember thinking to myself, okay, we got 3 innings max on the varsity squad this year. Didn't get a single chance to swing a bat. And as a two-way player, like, it doesn't matter. Like, a lot of the guys would call me P.O. Joe, and that got under my. I mean, I won't say like, well, that really got under my skin, but I can't say it didn't bother me at the same time. You know what I mean?
I might have said that a couple times.
JDS was one of them. They were pushing the real envelope for just become a PO.
I just don't get like Belak's an exception. I think like
I feel like
if you're not Trent Belak, and you've proved me wrong, I will say that you've proved me wrong.
We'll get to that.
I'll what do I want to say? Eat my words. I'll put my foot in my mouth. You got me.
Yeah, there was a day after our season was over, but we had about like 2 weeks, or maybe no, classes were all over, but we had about a week to stay on campus still because we still had some conference games. And I remember you said something along the lines of, I said, "Don't sleep on my bat" one day.
All right. I know.
And then you were like, I think I'm gonna sleep in. I'll sleep in that day. And I was like, all right. And I'm like, but like,
you did not like that.
At that day, young freshman Joe thought to himself, oh man, I just want to. But I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make him put his foot in his mouth, like you said. But I appreciate it now.
100%.
I really do. I appreciate that 100% now. So the end of my freshman year, go ahead.
Yeah, the two-way thing, it just doesn't make sense. Like,
it's tough for a lot of guys, man.
Yeah.
You gotta maintain two completely different.
That's a good way to say it.
Ways of thinking. Pitching is a really proactive. This is how I'll describe it. Pitching is proactive. You're setting people up. You're putting yourself in different situations. You've got to work different counts, and you're in control. Hitting is entirely reactive.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I can play both sides pretty well. And honestly, I think pitching more so has helped me with hitting than I think hitting has helped me with pitching.
That makes sense, yeah.
Because hitting has really helped me realize, like, the way that a pitcher's going to think about an at-bat. Or a catcher, too, because it's really a two-way thing.
It is.
With a pitcher and a catcher. Like, how are they going to think? Like, if I was going to throw an at-bat to myself, how would
I pitch? Right. Yeah.
And, I mean, every pitcher's different, but pitching's also can be very similar. Depends on your arm slot, really, is what I've noticed is a big difference. How mean is a guy's two seam? How hard does a slider cut? Is he 12-6? What does this?
Even if you take like the good old educated guess, like 0-2, you just throwing me 2
change-ups. Okay, let's look for that.
Yeah, and that's where the rest of your team comes in handy as well.
Right,
100%. Passing information down the line.
Yeah, and then after my freshman year, like I said, I had like 3 innings of like playing time. Found a role though. It's just really just being super supportive of all my teammates, but I absolutely adored my teammates too, so they made it easy for me to do all of that stuff. I wouldn't want to do it like really any other place, any other group of guys. It's really feel like I'm at home when I'm at this place, so that's all good stuff right there. And then my sophomore year last year, again, entered with a high bar just because that's how I am. I'm like, okay, this year I'm going to do everything I said I was going to do last year.
I'm going to come out the pen.
I'm going to come out of the pen. I'm going to pitch.
Shut
and
the door.
Days that I'm not pitching, I want to get some outfield spots. And like, I definitely, actually, I might reframe a little bit. I lowered my expectations a little more after my freshman year.
Our outfield
was really good. It was good my sophomore year, but then, things happen. People get hurt, and you never ever want your teammates to get hurt if you're ever that guy. Like,
go ahead, you can say it.
Like, suck it, dude. Like, screw you.
I was gonna say
like,
fuck you.
Yeah,
that's all right.
Yeah, like, nobody likes that guy.
No one likes that guy.
No, you're a bad teammate.
You're a piece of work,
man. If you're really asking asking for your teammates to get hurt so you can go in. That's not what you want.
Healthy
But
position battle.
And you don't want your guys in front of you to play
Poor either.
bad either, because that means that's ruining the success of the team. But as from experience, as that guy that's behind the guy that's on the field, and you're right there knocking on the door for it, you got to be ready when you get the chance to go in.
Mm-hmm.
And that happened to me in Florida my sophomore year.
Yep, I remember.
Our left fielder was really struggling.
St. John's.
He wasn't hurt, but he was struggling. I got a start in left field out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. This was.
I look over at.
Oh my! I think I had to tell you,
Coach.
Didn't I tell you?
So it was you came up and mentioned something about it.
I'm like, hey man, let's have a day today.
He came up and mentioned something about it, and I thought to myself, oh yeah, shut up, dude. Shut up.
Yeah, wow. Well, you think I would be that mean?
No.
This is straight up.
When you're in that stuff, like
like
to people that might be people that might watch this and say, oh yeah, I'm stuck in this little rut of, man, I'm never gonna get in, I'm never gonna play. Don't lose hope, man, because I was there for a second. You'll get your spot. You'll get your spot if you really just put your nose in the dirt and get it, bro. Like get it. And so I was putting my nose in the dirt and I was getting after it and being a good teammate and all that good stuff. J-Dad said something about it before we left the hotel, but yes, it was before
the hotel.
I remember it like it was yesterday, dude.
Oh, because I remember doing it in the dugout.
Man, maybe it was. Okay, so maybe you weren't the first person to tell me, because I remember when we got to the field. We got out. I took a little bit of BP, but I don't like to take BP from people who typically are gonna like be on the field and would probably need it more than I would, because I was used to be sitting in the bullpen, really.
Yeah.
And so Coach took Belak, our first baseman, my roommate. That's all Belak. It's not different people. So Belak and Boak aside with me. So Trent, Andrew, and myself. He took us to like kind of our bullpen while everyone was hitting BP and said, you know what? I like the way that you guys have been going about your business. And I'm going to tell you guys this now so it's not a shock when I put up the lineup. Joey, you're going to start in right and left field today. And Belak's my roommate and probably one of my good friends here. And when we got like kind of like let go by Coach, we had like a grab, like jumping up and down kind of thing. We were like jumping up and down, dude, like butterflies completely, right? So I get in. We're playing St. John's. They threw pretty hard. They had good pitching, dude. Like they were.
You got thrown to the wolves, let me tell you. Yeah, it was not fair to you.
It was really, honestly, but I wouldn't want.
I know you don't care. I know that. Yeah,
you want that 100%. And I didn't know that was going to happen either. Like, I mean, I didn't know. I knew St. John's was good. I looked at their record from the previous season. The night before with you, because you always do the 6-4-3 charts. So I was looking at that in the hotel. We get it there, so I figure out I'm starting. Wow, this is the best. This just turned. And I was kind of having like a cold, because you go from northern Pennsylvania where it's snowing, and now we're thrown in Florida, totally different climates.
Yeah, 95.
So I'm having a hard time adjusting. I got bad allergies and whatever, but that's not an excuse. I got like a bad head cold, everything. Took a lot of Dayquil before we got to the field, so I was feeling okay. And then I found out I'm starting. Nothing else mattered now. Nothing else matters. I'm like, this is the best day ever now. I'm going to go do this thing. First at bat, struck out looking. Got up, put my bat down, never throw my equipment.
Ever.
Nope, not going to throw my equipment. This is a blessing. I'm truly blessed to be here playing baseball in this field today. Grab my glove, go out to left field. Sorry, I started in right field this last fall. So I go out to left field, and I think we got 3 outs, came back in. I didn't get the bat that inning, came back out. I made a play where I had to run in for a ball, so kind of got my confidence boosted up a little bit. And I remember before my at-bat, we had a junior at the time, now a senior, Nico Hall, comes up to me and says, hey, man, it doesn't matter what you did in your last at-bat. There's always going to be another time to shine. There's going to be a bigger moment in this game where we're going to need you. I get up with runners on first and second. And I hit a first pitch fastball up the middle. Got my first NCAA hit. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
And then like, yeah, that was big, man. Having that's another thing that stems from being like, if you're being a good teammate, you'll like, you can create good teammates, and you'll
Mhm.
have good teammates surrounding you to come and like kind of elevate you when you're down, because you know what it feels like to be down. They know what it feels like to be down. If you can pick them up, they'll pick you up every time.
Every single time.
It's really it's a brotherhood, man. Like, that might be a cliche, but it's facts. It really is. Yeah. So, and then I think the rest of the game, I remember after that, maybe made a few more plays or something. It was
Came up with
hot.
guys
They had
on
some good-
again, didn't you?
Yeah, I got up with guys on again, and
And-
walked.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I walked, and then I think I grounded out twice. So I went 1 for 3, 1 for 4 with a walk. Yeah.
After
1 for
getting
4 with a
thrown,
walk,
like
and they were good, man. Like,
dude, they
they were
one kid.
they had some lively arms. They were throwing a lot harder than what we're used to seeing.
We
I'd say
probably
the
didn't
average
see
the average
88.
thing that we see is like 80,
5.
anything from 85, and sometimes lower, sometimes higher. So like, I'd say like the range is probably 83 to like 88, 87.
For yeah.
And then so your
Then your
average, what you're going to
bullpens.
see is about 85, and then usually that number kind of drops in the pen
yeah.
in our conference. That is, but we don't play teams in our conference when we're in Fort Myers, Florida for spring training. We face guys that usually throw a lot harder.
We played
This
top
team in
25
particular
teams.
that was one of the harder throwing
Mhm.
teams that we played, with the exception of Randolph-Macon, who was ranked like,
Oh yeah, Macon.
they're usually like top 10,
Dude,
if
you
not
know
top 15 in the country, and we usually open our season with them.
You know, like the last 2 seasons, we've played like 7 top 25 teams,
Yeah, we have a really strong schedule.
which I just
Augustana was in that too,
oh
which
my
I didn't
God.
realize until I watched him take IO the same year, which was last year.
Last year.
Yeah, but that time that I got, that Coach Foster gave me an opportunity, man, and
made the most of it.
yeah, you have to. You just got to stay ready for it. and
Didn't you
hungry
get a
for it all the
conference
time.
start too
Yep,
against Mount?
that was later.
Oh,
in
the
the
Mount
year.
Killer! I forgot
Yeah,
about
dude.
this.
Yeah, that was another time where I got
Single-handedly beat
Yeah,
Mount.
I don't think I got another. I didn't get
You
another.
did not
at-bat
get another at bat after that.
after that, which it is what it is. It's your coach puts a lineup out for a reason, and the more you stick yourself into that mindset of, oh, coach is making a bad decision by not putting me in, from what I've seen, will make you less successful. If you just say, coach is doing this for a reason, he'll put me in for a reason when it's my time. That's the best way to go about it, because
Make the most of
that's
your
just
opportunities.
like from personal experience.
Mhm.
Yeah, so then we get into conference play. Yeah, we get to the
Conference
face
champs
the defending conference champions
at home.
Mount Aloysius at home, and
Swept them.
yeah, we swept. It was great.
It was
The
great.
Best day of my life. We
Tyler Quaid threw 3 1/3 inning.
in the first game. Yeah, we
in
beat
game
him in
1.
the first game, and then I had been swinging it well in practice, and I was carrying that over into BP on the field.
You
So,
stayed in the lineup for you.
Coach gave me a start for that game.
Both of them.
No, I wasn't in the first one because Boak was in right field. Boak.
I
And
thought you
Max-
played left that day.
No, Max was in left for game one with Boak, because Boak's a catcher, and they would switch.
Yeah.
So then the second game, I get a start. Same kind of thing, because I haven't swung a bat in a live setting since Florida.
Who
So
would have
Coach tells me I get the start, and go ahead.
Who would have DH game 1? Because Brett would have been playing second.
No, Komodo was playing second at that point.
And then did Brett
It was Brett.
DH game 1?
Yeah. Brett, Big Al, Rolo, those guys were all switching on and off. Yeah. So then I get the start because our left fielder that was playing that was splitting was struggling again. So I get the start there, and yeah, it was a really good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, played really well. Had a few hits and some good spots.
We were 3-1. And then
Yeah.
one singular game.
Yeah.
The conference play.
Yeah, we swept the conference champions at home. It was really probably one of the best moments ever.
Yeah, that was a good
I think I had 2 hits and like 4 ribbies. Beat them.
4? They had more. They had like 6.
I had 5. I don't know why I said 4 just now.
Huh.
I had 5. That's not important. We won.
We
That was
won.
the
That's
best. It
the
was the
only
best.
thing.
And then it was another thing where we kind of went through a drought right after that. We lost like 10 straight games, and I didn't play in a single one of them. And again, I almost fell into that mindset of, man, like, what did I do to not get in? I feel like I really proved myself. But I didn't let that fully happen. And I can actually accredit that to Trent Belak, again, who's like, don't get down on yourself, dude. Like, you're a good ball player. You know it. And I was still a pitcher, but I wasn't pitching. I wasn't getting any innings pitching either. So I hadn't touched a ball in a live game 10 straight games after that, and we just happened to lose all 10 of them. Then I remember I got a DH spot in Barron.
Oh yeah.
And
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I didn't do very well.
That kid threw drunk though. That kid was
weird.
He
He had a little big loopy curveball. I should have just sat back. I was being too aggressive. But yeah, they had a good game against us. We had a bad game against them, and can't always get them, but we can come back better this year.
Oh yeah, I think you guys be. I think your offense is going to be really good this year.
Yeah, our offense looks really good already.
As long as you're
super excited.
As long as the staff can keep it below like
and
6 runs,
we will. You
guys will be pretty good.
Yeah, I think we're going to be a very good team.
You're not going to pitch a lot. You're going to be starting right field.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's the looks. That's either right or left. I'll take either one.
Had a really good fall.
I feel really comfortable. Yeah, had a
crazy fall.
I've had 2 back-to-back good inter squad seasons, fall seasons for college baseball. We have a fall season. It stops during the winter, obviously. Western or
Northern
almost said
PA.
Western New York. That's where I'm from. But Northern PA, everything in the winter kind of stops. We just hit BP in the cage. That is some cabin fever if I've ever experienced it. Yeah, that's rough. But
that's where I think we get the closest personally.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hitting 100%, inside.
Man. You're trapped in a gymnasium with 2 or 3 cages and just loud bats being smoked every day. And you're running alongside these guys. You're sweating with these guys.
Yep.
Some people are throwing up. Like
not me.
Depends on.
Don't look at me.
Depends on how hard you're going. But you're all going hard together at the same time. So that's pretty reassuring. Success is always the mindset, but success is really what you want to call it for yourself. It's a perspective thing. Mine's a team perspective 100%. I base success off of how we're doing as a squad and having fun. I know that's a big cliche that a lot of people get misinterpreted with winning. Winning helps things.
Oh yeah,
$1,000,000% winning helps things. But having fun is so crucial to everything, though. Not just baseball, man, because it's bigger. Especially, I mean, guys who are in high school now, they'll figure it out when they come to college. Like, it's a lot more to being a college baseball player than just playing baseball in college. There's like college and then baseball, separate things.
Oh yeah,
1,000,000%. There's a lot of stuff that you got to be taking care of, like family life. Grades are big. I'm actually much improved as a student as I was in high school. I was the guy. Can I go to the bathroom every single class of the day? Like I didn't want to be in class, but college is really actually set up a lot more for people like me who, maybe you don't like the whole like dynamic of the high school classroom. I mean, college is a lot different, and you'll mature a lot, figure all that stuff out.
And you know what the crazy thing about all this? We're at like 41 minutes now, and we still didn't get into the weight room.
Yeah.
So you know what? So it seems like we're gonna have to do a Joe Long part 2.
You want to do? Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a Joe Long part 2.
Wrap it up here. We'll do a Joe Long part 2. Weight room preparation. Preparation to be successful on the field.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Well, Joey, thank you, man. I appreciate you taking time out your day.
Absolutely. Anything.
This isn't like at the top of your list, but I mean, dude, we had some fun doing it. So
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Long's Instagram will be in the description if you want to give this cute man a follow. My stuff will be in the description as well on the social medias. Coach Dirt on both of them, TikTok and Instagram. Like, subscribe, comment questions. Anything else? You want to shout out someone real quick?
That's it. Pitt
No?
Bread Baseball.
Pittsburgh Baseball.
UPB Baseball. That's my shout out.
Thank you for watching episode 9 of the College Baseball Experience. Thank you.